Yo, dude, this is the most depressing video you're gonna watch in your life, and here's the reason why. We're ranking the 7 characters from the Quarry. If you haven't seen our last video, just watch it because you're about to get spoiled the fuck out of what just happened. We
Yeah,
lost 2 characters, so right now Rox is 2, I'm at O. Or I guess if we count Max, then 1, but I think that was forced, so.
that's probably forced, so I wouldn't count that.
So for now, I'm just gonna hit you
Uh,
guys with my number 7, and to me, there's only one right answer here. Nicolas Cage, man. This guy turned into a beast and then mauled on the fucking one of the best characters the series had, which was Abby. And it's just so sad, man. I mean, losing Nick was whatever, but Abby, man, like fuck.
it
There's nothing else I
hurts.
can say.
It hurts to see it.
I'm about to tear up just talking about it.
I think I've said before, if Nick turns and does something on the group, then he would be 7.
You did say
So
that actually.
yeah, I said that last year list. If he does something, then he's gonna end up like really like low. And yeah, I think he's has to be 7. It's so really sad to see because I mean I should have shot Nick. I don't know if that would have kept him alive or like from transforming, or like maybe he was dead either way at that point. I have no idea.
But it would have definitely saved Abby
But
for
it would
sure.
have definitely saved Abby 100%. 6, sadly, although Jacob got kind of active for himself, he did push Emma over.
Into
Um,
the leg is
did
crazy.
push Emma over into the lake, which is like in the game it was, I guess, cool. It was fine. Emma was chill, but in real life, that's kind of crazy. He
He
literally
just
was
said,
like,
"I'm
"Shit, I want
sorry."
to fall off." Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that was like probably always like supposed to happen, but still, either way, that's like crazy.
From Cobb's point of view, he pushed Emma after leaving her, pushed her back into the fucking creek that he was like, oh man, it would suck to fall down here. Pushed her
Yeah.
right there and then kept running. He was like, sorry. And then she was like, I'm out, I'm deuce. The fuck you mean I'm out, I'm deuce? If I was Cobb in that situation and I pushed one of my friends or crush or anything like that into the creek, well, you better believe I'm diving in there too. Like, I don't know, that just seems so odd to me. That's so crazy. So I would have put him at 7 if the events had transpired differently, but that's not the case. Nicolas Cage fucking mauled on Abby and tore her head off. So literally, Cage is undeniably 7. Jacob is a close 6, and
Close
then
six.
for 5, I think Caitlyn holds 5. She was 5 before. She holds 5. Nothing really changed between her and Dills. I think Dills said something good. He had a good suggestion at some point.
Mm,
I can't remember what it was, but it was just good. I mean, the Three Musketeers, Ryan, her, and Dills had a good combo. Oh, I remember what happened with Dills. I'll speak on that whenever I get to him, but she's gonna hold 5 for sure. She didn't do anything this chapter and was useless. So, cool with me. So now you're 5 and foe.
yeah, man. Maybe this was just such a short chapter
It
that
was
this
so
is
quick, yeah.
such a depressing list. But 5 and 4, staying exactly the same. Dill just didn't really do too much. He probably had some kind of positive, but very small positive, and not enough to jump anything. Caitlyn completely just again completely regular. Didn't really do anything, so she's just gonna hold the fort on number 4. Not much to say about Caitlyn there.
So I remember what Dills did that was real cool, and he remembered Laura's name. Like no one, even though he had his arm cut off and he's on meds and all this bullshit, he added to that conversation with these 3. And at the end, when we saw Laura and she was like, "Let me in," he convinced the group. He was like, "Hey, Laura is the name of the other counselor that was supposed to meet us at the beginning of the fucking thing." And he was like, "We should let her in." And as of now, we haven't seen if that's positive or negative, but I have a feeling that that was the right call. If we didn't let her in, we don't know what would have happened. Maybe she would have fought with us. Maybe she wouldn't have had the option to save us in this upcoming chapter. And matter of fact, I'm gonna bring Laura up here just for now. She might be in the conversation later. We might have to add an 8 and move Nicholas and add her into the page, but she came in. She's gonna maybe have some play. So for my number 3, it's no surprise. It has to be Abby. Um, it's completely her fault that she didn't shoot. So she
Completely
ended
her
up
fault.
she ended up losing her own life, which is the worst thing that could happen. And it's not like she just did something bad. Emma had an incredible chapter, if you guys saw. So we'll talk about that when we get to Emma.
It hurts to say it just because the controller was in my hand. But uh, I mean, technically, what transpired was that she didn't shoot, and then she takes an L, pretty much. So very big L, which is being the first death
Of the game on chapter
of the
6.
game. So that's that. I don't know if it's gonna solidify her at number 3, but that was a tough watch.
It was painful to see.
That was a tough watch, knowing it could have been prevented had I shot Nick. Emma had a great chapter. Emma was, honestly, just heavy hitter, still dodging, weaving, just doing Emma stuff. It was like
confident.
smart, confident, made the right decision of, oh, probably everyone's back at the cabin to. I mean, that wasn't like to be the case, or like they were like in the little thing, but still super smart. And then the one and only weird thing from Emma, which doesn't offset all the positive, was when she was like when she said that Jacob might have orchestrated this whole thing.
That was funny as fuck.
Yeah, and rightfully Jacob was like, "What are you talking about? Like what? Like why would I do any of this?" And that's correct. I don't know how Jacob could do any of that. Ryan holding number 1, strong, stoic, calm.
Literally.
Nothing.
The voice of reason in this group.
Voice of reason. Somehow didn't really blink much of an eye at Abby dying. He was just like,
insane, yeah.
he was like, okay, let's stay calm. Like we're the core 3 anyway. Like we cool, but
We can get out of this alive.
we can get out of this alive. Like let's not, let's not let this kind of just say, oh, now we're all doomed. So he's still holding a strong number 1, holding the line. Yep, that's gonna round out my list for you.
For me, it's actually not like this is becoming more and more of a toss-up each chapter. Like it's pretty certain right here, right now.
Mm-hmm.
But things could change, man. Like, how does Emma keep surviving these solo situations? Like, she got pushed out of a fucking bridge by her own fucking teammate, and then instead of being mad, sad, crying, some bullshit, calm, swam back to shore, got to the fire, warmed up a little bit, used her rational deduction to get to the cabin, gets to the cabin, and before that, she meets the dudes, keeps calm, doesn't get too lost, dodges them because she thinks that they're bad, like with good reason, right? Avoids them, gets to the cabin, tries looking for her teammates, and then she's like, something feels off. This cabin does not feel safe. Leaves the cabin. Wonderful choice because we know that there's at least a monster there somewhere.
Yeah.
And then she goes to the vehicle and locks up. And it could be a good spot right there. I feel like if the monsters don't see her or anything like that or smell her, like she could just cruise. No pun intended. Cruise in the vehicle until everything goes away.
True.
Ryan, wonderful playthrough. I mean, this guy just keeps cold, always suggesting the right things, keeping the group calm, actually leading the group so far. Like, out of the remaining 3 Musketeers, he's just kind of still leading them, holding the gun. He's just stoic, always right, almost always right. Only thing that sucks is he didn't really do anything about this Abby situation, but no one did. So it's like, what can you do?
If Ryan was like, you have to shoot him, I'd be like,
Oh,
I
if
had
he
to
said
shoot
that, I think you would have shot.
I'd be like, oh, I have to shoot him.
He would have listened to the king. It's like the game telling you. Like when he told
pretty much
us,
the game
"Are you
telling
sure you're done looking?" I'm like, "Oh,
Pretty
my bad.
much.
Let me go find like tarot, and I'll be back, Ryan."
Yeah, like, let me just listen to Mr. Tutorial. But
Man, it's so heartbreaking. Like my energy's down right now, just because
Energy's real down.
I'm sad, bro. I'm sad. It's really truly how I'm feeling.
Nick, oof, man, unless he can turn back somehow, it's probably not gonna happen. Gonna stay the worst character, at least in our run through. I think that's how this ranking should be.
I hate this character, man. He killed
Yeah,
Abby.
it's like that's how the ranking should be. It's like how how they fared in our specific run through, not like, oh yeah, like in other gameplays, oh my gosh, he saves the whole group, because we won't even get to see any of that. Let us know in the comments. Maybe even based on our run, you still think Nick is 4 or 5 or something. Nick believers unite, but I think Harry Styles is out of it.
We'll catch you guys in the next one. Maybe I'll lose the character and even up the tally.
Actually, I'm hoping not.
That would be sad, bro.
Yeah, like it would be better looks for me, because I'm like, oh, we both lost someone, but then like worse looks for the game. So
Yeah.
yeah, is what it is. All right, see y'all on the next one.
Deuce.